Hey, what's going on everybody? Boilon here, and welcome back to another video on Marvel Strike Force. Now today, there's been a few changes a little bit to the Miss Marvel event campaign and the main milestone event, Hala, which is going live today. Now, this event is 7 days, so this hasn't changed. However, where the reset charge is now has changed. So if you take a look at this now, they moved it forward. That second reset charge is now at 29,500, which is great for everyone else, because what that means is that if you watched my video from the other day, you'll have no problems getting this, especially if you're 200 cores daily or above on the Miss Marvel event campaign. Where I would expect people, especially if they're doing 400 cores a day, would expect people to get to milestone 18. They've apparently added some gear as well, like there's some additional drops in the teal section, maybe more cytoplot, more origin gear, that kind of stuff. So a little bit more of everything, and I guess this was just a little bit of a goodwill gesture to the community is how I take this, because based on the wrongness, for lack of better words, of the Friday blog post related to the event. So that's what's gone on here, and so thanks for those who got that put forward. And another thing that I want to talk about is Miss Marvel's event campaign is 10 days, not 7 days. Now, this has no impact on the Hala event because that only lasts for 7 days, and you get points for opening the orbs during that 7-day period. But what it now has changed, it's changed actually the math in terms of shard expectations for Miss Marvel. So assuming this isn't a bug, and if this carries forward, then now we have 10 days to farm instead of 7, which was on Cosmo. And this changes the math from my original Miss Marvel event campaign video, which was, I guess, a couple days ago now. So I want to kind of just go back over and tell you what's changed. Now, basically, with the going from 7 days to 10 days, in the 200 core refresh scenario, we've now gone to pretty close to a 4-star. Honestly, it's probably added about a good 30 shards on top of this. So instead of 3.5 star, it's actually basically a 4-star. It's 191 shards plus the 5 that you got from their free claim. So about 196 that you would get through 200 cores on the heroic campaign, if you're willing to do that. And so that's a lot better there. Now moving to the 400, because we're just going to cover that. We're going to cover 200, 400, and 600 cores. And that's changed to 226 shards for 400 cores daily in the heroic campaign. So it's like 4+ stars is what I'll call it. And then for 600 cores, you're going to get close to 260 shards. Now this is not, this like halfway. It's like 4.5 star. So, that's fine there. But what this has basically showed is that if you're willing to do about, especially 400 cores, you should be walking away with a 4-star Miss Marvel, no problem, which is really great. So I'm glad that they added in these extra couple of days, and I think that's really going to help the farm. Now, as far as the campaign itself, I said I was actually going to go through this because I wanted to know how hard it was for me, and if I can't clear it, then we got some problems. Now, as far as the heroic campaign goes, you'll kind of notice that actually, and this has changed a little bit because during the Cosmo heroic campaign, all of the drops were 70 frags. So here how it starts is that the first 3 nodes are 60 frags per 10 energy, and then 70 on 4 through 6. Let's see. Oh, actually, no, sorry, 65. And it goes up to 80, 70, and then this one's 80. So it does change a little bit. I think it's going to balance out those still around the 65 to 70 frag per 10 energy. Now what that means is that it's still going to be pretty close to what I have actually mentioned here. I'll have to go back through it, and I should have done this before the video. I didn't know that until someone let me know. But it's not going to impact the total amount of shards that you get that much. It might be plus or minus 5 shards. So like I said, if you want to kind of guarantee that 4-star, I would still recommend doing the 400 cores daily over, I guess now it's 10 days. So it's going to be 4,000 cores over 10 days. But hopefully with what you get from the arena, that should be okay. What I recommend, of course, is basically don't use your cores on regular standard campaign energy. Make sure you're just using cores for this period of time anyways, in the Miss Marvel campaign. Obviously, getting shards for her are going to be super important, so let's make sure we do that. Now, let's go in and do this. Now, I hope that the first few nodes is not going to be that hard. I am not going to be reading the story. I'm sure it's great. Maybe not. Sometimes I go back and watch it, but for the purposes of this video, I'm not. Now, one thing I am curious about, because in the past, you could lose on auto with the first node, and I'm just curious whether or not I will or not either. So let's find out together. here. I don't normally do like campaign event videos, but I feel based on the previous news, I kind of wanted to put something out here. We're getting to learn about Kamala here and her kit. I'll be on. Oh, look how huge this damn kit is. Primary and adjacent. Is there any AoE? I don't even know, honestly. Primary target, no. Okay, so yeah, it looks like we could probably just auto this. I want to see what it looks like, honestly. The kit, like, what is it? What does it even look? She's on her little platforms. It's kind of funny. Okay, let's put this on 1x because I just want to see what it looks like. Okay, so if you've watched the TV show, it's honestly like that's exactly it. I mean, yeah, I knew that's what we were getting, but it's kind of weird that her base pose is like on the platform. I don't know. She could have been on the ground. And I would have been okay with that too. So it looks like we could put this on auto. So that's great. I mean, like I said, there's been event campaigns where you actually do lose this on auto. So, uh-oh, Minerva bringing another character back to life. Oh, never mind. She's dead. She's dead. Okay, so this shouldn't be too hard. The big question is, how are my energized characters going to be getting through the heroic node? So I think that'll be a little bit fun. I assume, based on my power, I'm not going to struggle until probably about node 8 or 9, honestly. That's kind of what I expect. So it includes first-time rewards from lower difficulties. That's fine. 660, that's what I expected. So the 600 that you get for the first time plus the 60. And that should be fine there. And then we're going to be moving on, of course, to node number 2. And actually, before we do, one thing I wanted to check actually is the hard mode. And I wanted to see, yeah, so just like I said in my event math video for the campaign event, is that you will actually run out of shards on, out of fragments on these nodes. And especially now that it's 10 days, that's a big problem. So if you're not able to farm heroic, you can see that there's not very many orbs that you could get for the fragments on hard mode. And so if you're not able to farm any of heroic, you're going to struggle because you're not going to be able to farm all that. And because I was going to actually farm the first node because I'm in bonus energy right now because I claimed it from my free claim. So this is the characters that they want me to use. Are these the characters that I'm going to use? Kind of want to use Philovel, but Dazzler's higher level. So we'll just go with this for just now. I'm hoping that Shang-Chi is my MVP. It just his ultimate such on a low cooldown, and it still does a lot of damage. I have my gear tier 17. I don't know if he's going to go to gear tier 18 because I don't know where I'm going to be at by the time I get to City and Dark Dimension 6. But yeah, we'll see when we get there because he still kicks really hard. It's just his hit points, I think, is his base stats. On some of it is just kind of a bit lacking. But, oh, we get Miss Marvel, so that's cool too. Now this flips, right? Flip taunt to defense down. So I'm gonna like save that, I guess. And we're just gonna do some, oh wait, it's just primary target. I always forget. It's such a big kit, right? Okay. Oh, well, you know. Okay, so we could auto this then. I suspect I'll be autoing a good chunk of this. And so I'm not gonna run all the nodes here. I'm gonna come back to the video though when we get to like node 7 and see if this has changed. And I'll let you know if I have any struggles along the way. Okay, everybody, I'm back. And so I lost on node number 8 with 1.2 million power. Now this was on auto on node 8. I was able to auto basically everything up until that point. I couldn't even 1-star this. I actually flat out lost. So we're going to go back through these final 2 nodes together. The question is, again, should I bring in Philovel or somebody else? Maybe I need heals. Maybe I need true heals in this one. So I might bring in Moondragon, and then I do like Nemesis, but you know what? I'm gonna do the duo here of Moondragon and Philovel, just because I feel like it's a little bit better than just on their own. We'll see if I just like made things worse. Maybe I should have got rid of. Maybe I should have put in Nemesis and Dazzler instead of my Bionic Avengers. That might have been better now because they're gear tier 17. So we'll find out. There's a huge problem here right off the bat, obviously with Icarus, but also Philo. So Icarus is not that big of a deal standalone. And I should have probably did that differently there. I don't really know Miss Marvel Hardlight enough, but let's get the 2 hits here. And already Shang-Chi is just taking some damage. There is a Cersei that's going to come down in this node, and that's kind of what I'm concerned of the most. and getting him down before that happens, I think. And we're going to kill Moondragon here. Hoping Cersei doesn't just pop out. Cersei does pop out pretty soon. Can we get him down? Get him down. I don't want to blow any cooldowns, really. There we go. Okay, so now Cersei's going to drop. Yeah, so you need to make sure that you get him before then. Steal that speed up. All right, so now we're going to go in on Cersei. Now, normally I would probably go in on Magic because there's a Phoenix here as well. But I do want to get Cersei down first if I can. You know what? I might just F it. We're going to get some more damage out. That wasn't much, actually. Let's do an ability block on Phoenix. I don't want her putting people under stealth. Please don't kill... Oh, God. Okay. I guess that's one way. But now Magic's not dead, so... That's a bit of a problem. Maybe we can kind of do a couple birds with one stone here, maybe? You know what? I should have hit Dark Phoenix. I don't know what I was thinking. Come on. Okay, well, maybe it's okay if we leave Cersei alive a little bit. Come on. Nope, don't freeze my game. Please don't freeze my game. Okay, lots of buffs. This is going to do a lot of damage. Alright, so we can't just auto this. You kind of do have to pay attention a little bit here. There's a Silver Surfer. Don't really like that, but I am going to ability block him. I know he's going to chuck that back, but I just don't want him to ult. Yeah, why not? Get some defense down on everyone. And let's just finish off Cersei. And why not? Let's get some blinds out. This is a fair... Oh, wow. It did a fair bit of damage. So it's crazy how much of a difference this makes when you don't auto. I literally died. I lost on this level. On auto. You know, so yeah, player input really matters on these last two nodes. And it's just kind of crazy, though, because I feel like if I'm gonna... I wouldn't say I struggled. Like, I didn't struggle here, but in general, like, I feel if you're nowhere near the kind of power that my character's at, I think that there are going to be a lot of people, a lot of players who aren't going to finish these final nodes. So that's going to be interesting. Also... Oh, I don't know where I was going with that. I'm going to go with the same team. I do like the healing that Moondragon has. Now, if you don't have Moondragon, because I won't blame you if you don't, especially if you're like a mid-game player and skipped Infinity Watch, then you're probably down to Nemesis and Dazzler at that point, and you just have to hope for the best. That's all I can say. This is by far, like I said in my previous videos, by far the worst trade that I've ever seen in an event campaign. So... we got multiple waves of Black Orbs. We have 20 enemies. Like, it's just... This one's nuts. But hopefully... Oh, damn it. He got offense down. I was like, well, okay, I can kick them, maybe. Nope, he goes first. That's unfortunate. Well, okay, we have like 5 buffs over here, so maybe he'll still do some damage. Not as much as I was hoping. Not as much as I was hoping. We can cleanse that, though, and Ebony Maw. I don't want him to do his ult, because if he starts slowing everyone, that's going to be a real pain in the ass. Oh, wow, that actually did a lot. Let's clear that. Moondragon's going to... Yeah, so Moondragon is super clutch on this, to be able to clear all of those positive stats effects, is what I meant to say here. Ability block there. You know what? I'm just going to blind everybody. I don't even need to flip, but the blind on those characters are going to be really important across the board over here. Killed Ebony Maw. That's a blind. Proxima's going to get blinded as well. I think he's going to... Is he going to taunt Call Obsidian? Or did he already do that? No, I think he already did that. But let's just go over here, start killing some of these. We don't want multiple Thanoses stacking up. The Cream minions are what they are. It's a lot of regens, but it's not really... Maybe it's not a big deal as he like full heals himself on his turn, but that taunt, we're gonna get stuck on the taunt. That might not be too bad if we can actually get to a second turn for Shang-Chi, but I feel like he's probably gonna be dead here. And clear all that. This is a really long node, and so you definitely are gonna need some healing on this one, because otherwise I think you're gonna struggle. Just for the sustain, because there's so many enemies. And Moondragon is going to be really good here. Shang-Chi does a little bit of healing, but I just don't think it's going to be, like, enough, really. I'm going to save this. Get some of the other Black Order down. I don't want stacking Black Orders, really. Okay. Wave 1 down. We have a Quicksilver. Now, I'm kind of hoping that... I know I don't need to heal, and I hope that backfires, but I do like the damage and the defense downs. And we're going to ability block here. I don't want her cleansing. She's going to take her turn. And nobody's got buffs. That's unfortunate. But it still does a lot of damage anyways. It gives them speed up for 2 turns, which is why I need to do it. So that actually still did a lot of damage. Surprisingly, Shang-Chi and Moondragon MVPs for this level. And we have another set of Black Order, a final set of the 5 of them here. Would have sucked if it all kind of... Oh, let's put an ability block on Call Obsidian, though. That'll stop him from taunting. And maybe we can get through the Ebony Maw somehow. I know I'm going to keep getting hit by Cult, but it is what it is. And we'll do the special over here. I just want to get him down before he gets to his ult. I don't want any slows on my team. He's going to flip my buffs. That's great. Okay. Oh, oh boy. That almost caused my Shang-Chi to die, actually. And now I'm stuck on Call Obsidian. If I don't get the 3-star here, I'm going to have to do this off screen. Maybe I was doing too much damage too fast. Oh my god, and I'm just like stuck here on this. Okay, we got offense up now. Everyone's blinded, except for Ebony Maw, because you can actually blind Ebony Maw's ultimate. But I don't know if I'm going to get up to this. Oh, wait. Oh, we kind of killed everyone else, so we might still be okay. Damn it. I can't get into him. He's going to do his ultimate. Yeah, and then he's going to heal back up. Oh, no, Shang-Chi. Ah! No, he's like almost dead. Come on. This Call Obsidian, super, super beefy. All right, we got a cleanse. He's like on death's door. So if I'm struggling to get a 3-star, I can't even imagine like what it's going to be like for some other people. There we go. We cleared the boss. We can kind of get into... We should be able to get in... Actually, Thanos is up to his ultimate pretty soon. He should be. We're going to stop him from doing that. Okay, so playing this really helped. But again, yeah, like I won't be surprised if people struggle to get this done because it is quite difficult. So there we are. That is the final node. Thankfully, we cleared this and we got a 3-star on that. Yeah, that was close. Thanks, Photon. Okay, so we've cleared all of the heroic campaign. Thankfully, for me anyways, I can farm all this. Let me know in the comments down below if you struggled on this at all and kind of what you've been able to get up to and what characters that you decided to use for your 5 for this. Now, I am going to finish off by opening up these orbs because we actually did end up getting a little bit more first-time orbs for the first-time completion than what my videos, what my chart suggested, actually. I had 2.5 orbs down, but it's more like 4.5 orbs, which is quite a bit of a difference, and actually different from what it was mentioned online on msf.gg as well. So we're going to go ahead and open these event orbs, these energized orbs. Now, the estimated value of these orbs are still about the same. It's about 4.91, so I don't expect anything huge, but hey, maybe I will get Devlock and get a 50 shard middle drop here on my first couple of orbs, and of course these are points towards the main event hollow, which we talked about. Blue, okay, so blue's an 8, and can we get a gold? Too good to be true. So first 4 orbs, 19 shards, plus the 5 that I had from the free claim, plus 6 that you get for the first time rewards. Gets me 30, so not quite an unlock yet, but I will be soon. That's the end of the video, everyone. Again, let me know how your event campaign's going, and I'm glad that they did some goodwill gestures towards the community and let people actually get the reset charge, especially the second reset charge, a little bit early. And as a result, I should be able to get my Loki costume by the end of this event. So that's it, everyone, and until next time, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you all later. Boilon signing out.